Hi, I'm Liam. I live in a small town in Canada. I started learning English when I was very young. I learned it in school. I also watched English shows. I listened to English songs. But even now, I have a problem. When I speak English, I do not think in English. I think in my first language. My first language is French. So every time I speak English, I think in French first. Then I translate my words into English. It takes time. It is not fast. I feel slow. I stop when I speak. I look for the right words. Sometimes I forget the words. Sometimes I say the wrong thing. Sometimes I feel shy. Sometimes I feel nervous. I ask myself, why can't I think in English? I want to speak fast. I want to sound natural. I want to speak English like I speak French. I want to think in English like native speakers do. I want my English to feel easy and light. But right now, it feels hard. At school, I learned grammar. I learned vocabulary. I wrote many sentences, but no one taught me how to think in English. No one said, Liam, now we practice thinking in English. So I didn't know how. I thought something was wrong with me. I read English books. I watched English videos. But in my head, I still used French. I didn't notice this before, but now I see it. And I want to change. I want to train my brain. I want my thoughts to use English words. I want to stop translating all the time. When I hear someone speak English well, I feel a little sad. I say, wow, they are fast. They don't need to stop. They don't think before every word. Why can't I do that? I feel small. I feel behind. I feel like I am not good enough. But now I know something. Thinking in English is a skill. It is something we can learn. It is something we can practice. It is not magic. It is not only for native speakers. I can do it too. But I need to change the way I learn. I need to stop thinking in French first. I need to start thinking in English. Even simple words, even short sentences. I can say, I am hungry. I can think, it's cold outside. These are small thoughts, but they help me grow. I started doing this last week. I try to say everything in English in my mind. When I see a cat, I think, that cat is sleeping. When I make coffee, I think, this smells nice. When I walk outside, I say in my head, it's sunny today. At first it was strange. My brain wanted to use French, but I said no. I told myself, try English, even if it's not perfect. And I did. It was slow at first, but every day it gets better. My brain is learning. I feel proud. Now, I know I'm not slow. I'm just learning in a new way. Thinking in English is like exercise. The more I do it, the stronger I get. The more I think in English, the easier it becomes to speak. So if you have this problem too, you are not alone. I had it. Many people have it. It is normal. But we can change it. We can teach our brain. We can speak and think in English. And one day, it will feel natural. Now, I don't feel bad when I make a mistake. I just try again. I tell myself, good job, Liam. Keep going. I know this is the way. I am not afraid to make errors. I know each mistake helps me learn. Today, I feel better. I think more in English. I speak a little faster. I stop less. I feel more confident. I know I still have more to learn. But I'm on the right path. And that feels good. Thinking in English is possible. It starts with small steps. It starts with simple words. It starts with trying. If I can do it, you can do it too. So let's do it together. One day I was sitting on my bed. I was feeling tired. I was thinking, why is English still hard for me? I felt a little sad. I felt slow again. I wanted to speak better. I wanted to feel free when I speak English. But I didn't know what to do. So I opened my phone. I started watching videos on YouTube. I typed, "How to think in English." Many videos came up. I clicked on one. It looked simple. The teacher looked kind. He started talking. He said, "Don't wait to be perfect. Don't wait to be fluent. Start thinking in English now." I paused the video. I looked at the screen. Those words hit me hard. I said, "Wait, what? Start now?" I played the video again. The teacher said it again. "Start thinking in English today, even if your English is simple." I felt something move in my heart. It was like a small light turned on in my mind. All this time, I was waiting. I was waiting to be better. I was waiting to speak perfect English. I was waiting to stop making mistakes. I thought, one day, I will feel ready. But that day never came. I always felt not good enough. I always thought, I need more time. I need more practice. I need more grammar. But now I saw the truth. I was waiting too long. I was waiting for something that may never happen. I was waiting for perfect English. But maybe perfect English does not exist. Even native speakers make mistakes. Even teachers forget words sometimes. So why do I wait for perfection? The teacher said, "Perfection is not the goal. Progress is the goal." I paused the video again. I said those words out loud. Progress is the goal. That felt powerful. I didn't need to be perfect. I just needed to move forward. I just needed to try. That moment changed me. I closed the video. I took out my notebook. I opened to a new page. I picked up my pen. I wrote a big sentence at the top of the page. Start thinking in English today. No more waiting. I looked at the words. They looked strong. They felt like a new beginning. I kept writing. I wrote, I don't need to be perfect. I just need to start. Then I wrote, every small thought in English is one step closer to fluency. I felt good. I felt free. I felt like I found a key to a locked door. And now the door was open. I made a promise to myself that day. I said, Liam, you will not wait anymore. You will not wait to feel ready. You will start now. You will think in English now. And I smiled, because it felt like the right thing. That day, I started small. I looked around my room. I said in my mind, this is my bed. My book is on the table. The window is open. The words were easy, but they were in English. I was thinking in English. It felt new. It felt exciting. Later, I walked outside. I saw the sun. I said, the sun is bright. I saw a car. I said, that car is red. I saw a bird. I said, the bird is flying. My brain was doing something different. It was using English, not French. I didn't translate. I just looked and thought. It was not perfect. I made some mistakes. I forgot some words. But I didn't stop. I didn't feel bad. I just kept going. Because I remembered, progress is the goal, not perfection. At night, I wrote in my notebook again. I wrote, today, I started thinking in English. Then I wrote, I feel happy. I feel strong. I feel free. It was a small day, but a big change. I knew something was different now. I knew I had started a new journey. Since that day, I write one English sentence every morning. I also say one small thought in English before bed. It helps me feel calm. It helps me stay on the path to thinking in English, the path to speaking with ease. Now, I understand. English is not just a subject. It is a way of thinking. It is a new voice inside my head, and I am ready to listen to it. This is my journey, and this was my wake-up moment. I wake up in the morning. I open my eyes. I see the ceiling. I say in my mind, ceiling. Then I sit up. I look at my bed. Bed. I look at the blanket. Blanket. These are easy words, I already know them. But now, I use them in real life. I do not say them in my first language, I say them in English. I go to the bathroom, I look in the mirror. Mirror, I say. I brush my teeth. I say, toothbrush, toothpaste. I feel proud. These words are small, but I am thinking them in English, not in my first language. This is new for me. I go to the kitchen. I see the fridge. I think, fridge. I open it. I take milk. Milk, I say. Then, glass, spoon, cereal. I do not make full sentences. That's okay. I just say the word. I think the word. It is simple, but it is powerful. When I go outside, I keep doing the same. I walk on the street. I say, road. I look up. Sky. I see clouds. Cloud. I see a tree. Tree. I see a dog. Dog. I see a person. Man. Woman. Child. I keep thinking in English, only one word at a time. Before, I used to look and think in my own language. Then, I translated the word. Now, I skip that part. I don't translate. I just think the English word. My brain is changing, slowly, gently, but it is working. Sometimes, I don't know the word. I see something, and I want to say the English word, but I can't remember it. That's okay. I stay calm. I think, I will check later. At home, I search for the word. I learn it. Then, the next day, I say it when I see that thing again. I try to do this all day. I don't force it. I don't feel stress. I just enjoy it. I have fun. It is like a game, a quiet game in my mind. I walk and look and think English words. When I eat lunch, I do the same. I look at the plate. Plate. I see rice. Rice. I see meat. Meat. I hold my fork. Fork. I drink water. Water. These words are easy, but now I live them. I use them in my life, not just in books. At work, I see my pen. Pen. I write in my notebook. Notebook. I turn on the computer. Computer. I hear a phone ring. Phone. I type on the keyboard. Keyboard. My brain is using English. It is small. It is simple. But it is real. I don't always say the words out loud. Sometimes I only think them. Sometimes I whisper them. But the words are in my mind. And that is enough. That is the first step. At night, I go home. I take a shower. Shower, I say. I put on my pajamas. Pajamas. I brush my teeth again. Toothbrush. Mirror. I smile, because I know I used English all day. Before I sleep, I think, what words did I say today? I try to remember. I count them in my head. I feel happy. My brain is learning. My mind is changing. I am thinking in English, just a little, but it is growing. Some days are easy. Some days are hard. Sometimes I forget to do it. Sometimes I feel tired, but I don't stop. I start again the next day. I know this is part of learning. I do not need to speak fast. I do not need to know all the grammar. I just need to think one English word at a time. Chair table, shoe, hand, bag, sky, smile, light. These are my friends now. These English words help me every day. After 1 week, I notice something. My brain is faster. I don't need to try hard. The words just come. I see a cat, and I think, cat. I see a book, and I think, book. No translation, no delay. Just the English word. This is how I begin. This is how I grow. Not with big lessons, not with hard grammar, but with simple words, easy thoughts, real life. Thinking in English starts small. 1 word, then 2, then many. And soon, my brain will speak in English too. I wake up in the morning. I sit up in my bed. I say, "Good morning, Liam." I smile. I feel a little strange. I am talking to myself, but it's okay. No one is here. I am alone. I feel safe. I want to try something new. I want to talk to myself in English. I look outside. I see the sun. I say, "It's sunny today. The sky is blue. I feel happy." I say, today is a good day. I get up and walk to the bathroom. I look in the mirror. I say, I look sleepy. Then I smile and say, time to get ready. I brush my teeth. I say, I am brushing my teeth. I wash my face. I say, the water is cold. I dry my face with a towel. I say, now I feel fresh. These are easy sentences. I say them slowly. I do not worry about grammar. I just speak. I go to the kitchen. I say, I'm hungry. I open the fridge. What should I eat? I see eggs. I say, I will cook eggs today. I take bread. I want toast too. I cook and talk. Now I'm cooking. I hear the sound of the pan. I say, it's hot. While I eat, I keep talking. This is good. I like this breakfast. I drink juice. The juice is sweet. I look at the clock. It's 8:30. Time to go to work. I say everything in English. I talk about my day, my food, my thoughts. It feels new, but also fun. When I put on my clothes, I say, I am wearing a blue shirt today. I tie my shoes. Left shoe, right shoe. I pick up my bag. Time to leave. On the way to work, I look at the street. I say, there are many cars. I see people. I say, people are walking. Sometimes I talk in my mind. Sometimes I whisper. Sometimes I speak out loud. It depends where I am. If people are near, I speak quietly. If I am alone, I speak louder, but always in English. Always simple. At work, I talk in my mind. Now I'm opening my email. This message is from my boss. I need to write a report. These small sentences help me stay in English. They help my brain think in a new way. At lunch, I say, I'm eating rice. The food is hot. I'm full now. I talk to myself about small things, about my day, about how I feel. I say, I'm tired. Or, I feel good today. I do not stop. I keep going. One sentence at a time. At first, it feels strange. I think, why am I talking to myself? But I remember, this is practice. This is training. Like exercise for my brain. The more I do it, the easier it becomes. At home, I keep going. I say, I want to relax now. I'm watching a show. I like this actor. This scene is funny. Before, I watched in silence. Now, I watch and talk. My brain listens and speaks. I feel more active with English. Before sleep, I lie in bed. I talk in my mind. Today was a good day. I spoke a lot of English. I am proud of myself. I will try again tomorrow. These little talks help me stay positive. They help me keep learning. I do not care if I make mistakes. I do not stop to fix grammar. I just speak. I just think. I just let the words come. I enjoy the process. I enjoy the small progress. Some days, I talk more. Some days, I talk less. But every day, I try. Every day, I say something. Even if it is just, I'm tired, or it's cold. That is still English. That is still practice. Slowly, I see a change. My brain starts thinking in English by itself. I don't push. I don't force. The words come more naturally. My thoughts are not in my first language. They come in English first. This is a big step for me. Talking to myself is helping me grow. It is free. It is simple. And I can do it anywhere. At home, on the street, at work, while walking, while eating, while resting. I do not need a partner. I do not need a teacher. I just need myself, my voice, my thoughts, my English. This is my second step. First, I said single words. Now, I say full thoughts. I feel stronger. I feel faster. I feel closer to my goal. I know, if I keep going, I will think in English all the time. At night, I sit on my bed. The room is quiet. I feel calm. I take a deep breath. I close my eyes for a moment. Then I start to think in English. I think about my day. I say in my mind, today, I woke up at 7 o'clock. I picture my morning. I brushed my teeth. I made tea. I ate bread with butter. I remember the small things I did. I say each thing in English. I do not use long sentences. I keep it simple. I say, I went to the store. I saw a friend. We talked for 5 minutes. He was happy. I was happy too. The words are easy. I speak slowly in my mind. Sometimes I forget a word. I don't know how to say it in English. That's okay. I stop and think. I find a different word. I try another way. If I don't know grocery store, I say food shop. If I don't know delicious, I say very good. I do not worry. I focus on the message, not the perfect word. I tell myself, it's okay to try. It's okay to be simple. This is practice. I am training my brain. I am making new paths, English paths. I think about my lunch. I say, I ate rice and chicken. It was hot. It was tasty. I remember where I ate. I say, I ate at my desk. I think about how I felt. I was tired, but the food gave me energy. I go step by step. I think of one part of my day, then the next. I do not rush. I do not stop to translate. I just speak in English, slowly and clearly, in my mind. I talk about my work. I answered emails. I had a meeting. My boss asked questions. I answered him. I think of my feelings. I felt nervous, but I tried my best. I speak to myself like I am telling a story. I do not use difficult grammar. I do not worry about mistakes. I say what I know. If I forget something, I skip it. I keep going. I think about the weather. It was cold today. The wind was strong. I remember how I felt walking outside. My hands were cold. I wanted to go inside. I add these small details. They help me think more in English. Sometimes I forget a verb. I forget a word. But I do not stop. I say, I don't know this word. But that's okay. I can still speak. I smile. I keep talking. I think about the evening. I watched TV. I listened to music. I talked to my mom. I add more. The music was soft. The show was funny. My mom was tired. These simple sentences help me remember new words. They help me build my English thoughts. Now, my brain starts doing something new. It does not wait for me to think in my first language. It begins in English. I feel the change. I feel stronger. I feel more confident. Some nights I write too. I take a notebook and write my day in English, just a few lines. I went to work. I met my friend. We had lunch together. When I write, I see my English. I see what I can say. I see what I want to learn. Other times, I just speak in my mind. I say my story. I repeat it. I say it differently. I walk to the store. Then, I went to buy food. Then, I got milk and bread. I practice with the same idea. I use different words. Each night I do this. 5 minutes. 10 minutes. It helps me. It feels like talking to a friend. But the friend is me. I learn that I can speak. I can think. I can express myself, even with simple words, even with short sentences. English is not far. It is here, inside me. Now I wait for the end of the day. I look forward to this time. It is my English time. It is my quiet time. It is my growing time. I know my brain is learning. I know it is building English paths. I do not see it, but I feel it. Day by day, it becomes easier. My goal is not to be perfect. My goal is to think in English, to feel English, to use it like my own language. This is my way. This is my practice. And I will keep going, one day at a time. One day, I make a big decision. I decide to use English for everything. Not just for study. Not just for school. I want to use English all day. In my real life. The first thing I do is change my phone. I go to Settings. I changed the language to English. Now my phone speaks English to me. The menu, the buttons, the apps, everything is in English. At first, it is a little hard. I don't understand some words. I get confused. But I try. I guess the meaning. I learn by using. After a few days, it feels normal. Now I see English every time I touch my phone. I open YouTube. Before, I watched videos in my first language. But now, I watch in English. I search for simple videos. I type in English. I look for English vloggers. I watch people talk about their day. I listen to their words. I read the subtitles. I hear real English. It helps me a lot. I stop using translation apps. I try to search in English. When I want to know something, I type my question in English. I write, how to cook eggs, or easy exercises at home. The answers come in English. I learn more. I feel proud. My brain starts thinking in English first. I play games too. I like phone games and computer games. I used to play them in my own language. Now I changed the game language to English. The words are new. The buttons are different. But I play and learn. I understand by doing. I read the rules in English. I follow instructions in English. It becomes fun. It becomes a game and a lesson at the same time. I do not wait for the perfect time. I do not say, I will think in English tomorrow. I start now. I use English every day. I make small English moments. I say, this is my English time. I brush my teeth and say, toothbrush, toothpaste. I cook food and say, rice, water, boil, stir. I walk and think, sky is blue. The sun is warm. These are my small English moments. I listen to music in English. I do not understand all the words, but I enjoy the sound. I look for lyrics. I sing along. It helps my ears. It helps my mouth. I learn the rhythm of English. I use English on social media. I follow English pages. I read English posts. I write small comments in English. Just a few words. Nice picture. Great job. I like this. I try to write without fear. I try to be brave. I watch English cartoons. They are easy. The language is slow and simple. I enjoy the stories. I learn new words. I watch and repeat some lines. I say the words out loud. It feels like play, but it is learning too. I talk to myself more now. I say, what do I need to do today? I answer, I need to clean the room. I need to study English. I need to go outside. I make lists in English. I write notes in English. I keep a small notebook. I write simple things. Buy milk. Call mom. Wash clothes. This helps my brain think in English. At night, I write a short journal. I write about my day. I use easy words. I don't worry about grammar. I just write. It becomes my habit. It becomes my new way of thinking. I read short books in English. I choose easy stories. I read a few pages every day. Sometimes I understand. Sometimes I don't. But I keep going. I guess the meaning. I enjoy the story. Every part of my life now has some English. It is not just study time. It is every time. My phone is in English. My games are in English. My videos are in English. My music is in English. My notes are in English. My mind is in English. At first, I feel tired. My brain works hard. But slowly, it gets better. It gets faster. It gets easier. I don't need to translate. My thoughts come in English. My brain starts to follow me. When I make English moments, my brain learns. When I use English every day, my brain grows. English becomes normal. It becomes natural. I still make mistakes. That's okay. I still forget words. That's okay too. I do not stop. I do not wait for perfect English. I enjoy my progress. I learn that English is not only a language. It is a lifestyle. It is everywhere. It is in my pocket. It is in my room. It is in my heart. Now, I feel proud. I feel strong. I feel like an English speaker, not perfect, but real. One morning, I wake up early. The sun is shining. The weather is nice. I feel happy. I decide to go outside. I want to relax. I want to enjoy my morning. I take a shower. I get dressed. I put on my jacket. I take my wallet and my phone. I walk to a small coffee shop near my house. It is my favorite place. It is quiet and peaceful. I open the door. I smell the coffee. It smells so good. I see people sitting and talking. Some people are working. Some are reading. I go to the counter and smile. The worker says, "Good morning. What can I get for you?" I answer, "One small coffee, please." My voice is calm. My words are clear. I don't feel nervous. I don't think in my first language. I just speak. The worker says, "Here you go." I take my coffee. I say, "Thank you." Then I look around. I see a small table near the window. I walk there and sit down. I take a sip of my coffee. It is hot and sweet. I look outside. I see cars. I see people walking. I feel peaceful. I feel proud. I am sitting here, thinking in English. Then something happens. A tourist walks in. He looks around. He is holding a cup of coffee. He walks to my table. He smiles and asks, "Is this seat taken?" I hear the question. I don't stop. I don't think in my own language. I don't translate. I just answer fast and easy. "No, it's free." I smile. He smiles back. He sits down. We both enjoy our coffee. I feel good inside. I feel strong. I feel like something has changed. I sit there and think, wow, I just answered in English. I didn't need to pause. I didn't feel afraid. My brain gave me the English words. I look at my hands. They are not shaking. My heart is calm. This is different. Before, I always stopped. I always translated. But now, I don't. That moment feels special. It is not a big test. It is not a classroom. It is just a real-life moment. A small question. A short answer. But it shows something big. I think, my brain is changing. It is learning. It is growing. I feel proud of myself. I want to smile more. I want to speak more. The tourist says, "Nice weather today." I nod and say, "Yes, it's beautiful." We talk for 1 minute. Just simple words. Nothing hard. But it feels real. It feels easy. After a while, the tourist says, "Have a good day." I say, "You too." Then he leaves. I sit alone again. But I feel different. I feel like I passed a test. Not a test from a teacher. A test from life. And I passed. I look at my coffee cup. It is half full. I smile. I think about my journey. I think about the first time I tried to speak English. I remember the fear, the pauses, the mistakes. But now I am not afraid. I can speak. I can answer. I can think in English. It took time. It took many small steps. I started with easy words. Then I talked to myself. Then I described my day. Then I used English for everything. And now I live with English. It is part of me. This moment in the coffee shop shows me the truth. I am changing. I am growing. I don't need to be perfect. I just need to keep going. I finish my coffee. I get up. I walk to the door. I say, "Have a nice day," to the worker. He says, "You too." I walk outside. The sun is still shining. The day feels bright. I feel light. I feel happy. I feel like an English speaker. Not just in study, not just in books, but in real life, in small, real moments. And I know this is only the beginning. If you want to think in English, start now. Don't wait. Don't say, "I will try next week." Start today. Start small. You don't need to be perfect. Begin with easy words. Look around you. Say the names of things. Say, table. Say, phone. Say, water. Say these words every day. Say them again and again. Next, use short sentences. Say, I am happy. Say, I like coffee. Say, it is cold today. These sentences are simple, but they help your brain. They help you think in English. Talk to yourself. In the morning, say, good morning. When you eat, say, I'm eating now. When you walk, say, I see trees. Use English all the time. No one is watching. It's just for you. At night, think about your day. Say in your mind, I went to school. Say, I met my friend. Say, I studied English. Try to do this every night. Your brain will remember. Change your phone to English. Watch videos in English. Listen to music in English. Play games in English. This helps a lot. Your brain sees English every day. It starts to think in English. Bit by bit, your brain will grow. It will make new English paths. Your brain is smart, but you must train it. You must use it every day. Thinking in English is not fast. It is not magic. It is practice. It is habit. It is something you build step by step. But it works. It really works. I did it. I started with small steps. I made mistakes. I felt slow, but I didn't stop. I kept going. Now I can think in English. If I can do it, you can do it too. Don't be afraid. Don't stop. Just begin. Believe in your brain. Believe in your steps. You are learning. You are growing. Keep going, one step at a time.